Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file. It will not trace. You don't need to trace it. You've got all your information. 15 and a half, 14, 9. You've got all your 45 degrees to start from scratch. I've already drawn it. The blue lines are going to be fold lines in metal. This is for a plasma cutter doing sheet metal. So with my ratio unlocked, I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 15.5 by 9. And I'm going to hit P and put it at the center of the page. Now we've got a couple other measurements we can get. We don't really need the 14 because this is 3/4 of an inch. See, that's why I won't trace because it's so fuzzy. And so it's 3/4 of an inch and this is 1/2 inch. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a 9-inch line. I'm not going to draw it on the line itself or on the object because it'll stick. So I'm going to make that 9 inches. I'm going to, with my 4-point arrow, I'm going to snap 2 right there. I'm going to make that nudge factor 0.75. I think that's what it is. Yep, 3/4 of an inch. So now I'm going to take that line, and when you see I've got just the line, I'm going to nudge it over. Now I'm going to make a duplicate. I'm going to nudge it over all the way to the other side, and it's not going to fit, but I'm going to make it fit with the snap tube. Then I'm going to nudge it in. So there's our 2 3/4. Now I need a line that's 15 and a half. And I'm going to have it snapped to right there. And we need a 1/2 inch nudge, 0.5. We need another one on the bottom. And since it's 9, we can go all the way to the bottom and then nudge up. Now we need another line that is 2 inches from the very top. So we're going to take that previous line and I'm going to nudge it up, and then I'm going to change my, so I nudge it up to 5 inches. Now I'm going to nudge it down to 2. Okay. Then the other one is, it's a little bit confusing on their drawing because this is 1.5 inches, but this is 2 inches from the outside to there. This is 2 inches or 1.5 inches from that line. So we can do just the exact same thing. And we're going to take it and just, we've already got our nudge factor set on 2, so there is our drawing. Now, the rest of it's a little bit tricky in a way, but if we bring our drawing into the middle, so we have them right here, we need a line that is straight, perpendicular. I'm holding down the control button. I need to rotate that thing 45 degrees. It needs to rest on this corner, which is right there. See how it goes there. Now, I'm going to take that line, I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, I'm going to mirror it. But this time, this line goes to there. But look what it did, it hit that right in the middle. Now, I can actually probably take both these lines, hit the plus key on the keyboard. The only thing I don't have is somewhere to snap to. And I don't like that. So take it one at a time. We're actually going to take that line, hit the plus key, move it down to there, hit the plus key, mirror it up and down, and have it snap to right there. See? And then hit the plus key, and actually we could have this snap right to this corner. It didn't get there, or did it? Yep, it's right on the corner. Then we need to take that line and hit the plus key and mirror it and have it snap to that line. And look how it's right in the middle. Now, instead of doing all that again, we're going to take all these lines and we're going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to mirror them or move them out of the way for a little bit. Then I'm going to mirror them left to right. And I could have done it and it worked out perfectly, or did it? Something looks funny. You know what? I must have hit something down. So we know this is 9 inches. Well, it doesn't matter because when we rotate it, it's not gonna, we can't really do that. And why is that? Our drawing should be exactly the same. So this is 5, I'm gonna make sure, take the parallel dimension tool and go from there to there. See, we got 5 inches, so our lines are good. We're just gonna hit the plus key and move them over till we get to that line right there. And then mirror them. And actually we need to take that line there all the way to there. See, it saved us from doing all that work again. Now we just need to take our virtual segment delete key and delete. I would delete all your exterior lines first. I think it just makes life easier. And then we're going to delete some of the interior lines that if I would have really taken my time and made the lines shorter distances, I wouldn't have to be doing this. We don't want to delete any of those vertical lines because those are actually our blue lines. We don't want to delete that line, so now we do want to delete this one, this one, this one. And that's a fold line. So now we're going to delete the lines that are here. We can delete those lines. And so he wanted to trace it. When you have all the information and you have Corel Draw, I mean, it can't get any better because it's going to be dead on. You know, even if you trace that luckily, the scale of the object might not work. I'm trying, when I do one of these videos, I'm talking and I'm not watching everything I need to be doing. You see, I actually took away too many lines because this line here this is our fold line. So I'm going to grab that line, I'm going to make it, I'm just going to make it 9 inches right now. And then I could cut, because that's going to be our fold line. We need that line. Well, we don't really need it, because he's going to, the lines aren't going to really be marked, but it'll give him reference to where to fold. Now, the easiest way to see these lines are broken up in different pieces, and there's actually a double line there. And the best way to do this is take the rectangle tool, take the smart fill tool and fill that in. And there's 2 trains of thought this way. You can go up to object and break this apart, and then left click, right click, and then you've got this apart, and there's your cut line. And it's solid. It make it red for a hairline. Or we could have, that I've actually started doing more lately. I've got the shape, just change color on your smart fill tool and just fill in that space instead of breaking it apart. So either one of those would work. That's what you're going to cut out, my friend. And the blue lines, you don't want them in there. They're just for reference. So this is what you don't want any lines on your drawing in your plasma cutter that could possibly be hairlines because you don't want it to cut that. Anyway, I hope that it helped. And another thing, if you were going to scan, I mean, if you had this drawing and it's not true to size, tracing it's going to do you no good because it's not, if we take this shape, let's just fill it all in with black. Well, it won't fill in. Let's take this shape and fill it all in with black. This is the exact portion. See, our drawing's not even close. You know, our drawing is shorter. So you'd have to scale this to the same size to even be able to use it as a trace. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.